My name is Jessica Sargent. I graduated from James Sprunt Community College with my associate in applied science degree in criminal justice. So I have gone to many community colleges, started, not finished, started, not finished. When I got hired at Corning out of Wilmington, I thought that I was set for life. I had a good job, good benefits, good pay. I'd been there long enough that I thought I was safe from their cutbacks that they do, and I worked for 7 years. I held different positions in the plant, and then I got laid off. Um, they had a program for us because so many of us were laid off called the Trade Adjustment Act, and it's a federal program that pays for your schooling so that you can get an associate's degree to help you find another job or an actual career someplace. So that's what I did, and I decided to come to James Sprunt because it was smaller class sizes. There was a better age range. I felt a little more comfortable. I'm 34. I didn't necessarily want to go to school with all kids that were straight out of high school, so it was nice that there was people my age older here. And I really liked the closeness, the family fit that was here at James Sprunt. So the main advantage of coming to James Sprunt would be the smallness and the closeness. My advisor, Mr. Johnson, he was the critical point of me staying and working and completing. I actually made president's list a couple of times, but just his support, his ability to understand that everybody comes from all walks of life and to help you get whatever you need, whether it be, I didn't really need a whole lot of tutoring for my criminal justice classes, but some of my other classes I did need some tutoring, and he got me in the right place, and he had faith in me. Like, I felt like someone was in my corner. And that was the biggest advantage of coming here to James Sprunt. So the difficulties in going to college, doesn't matter how old you are or what walk of life you come from, there's always challenges. Like I said, I'm 34 years old. I have 2 kids. I'm married. My kids are very active in sports. And I wasn't working the whole time that I came, which was an advantage for me. But for some people, it's a disadvantage that they have to work while they go to school. And I would have to say that James Sprunt is very flexible with their classes, with their nighttime classes, and advisors seem to be the clutching point. Like, they really are. They make sure that you have all the information that you need and will work with you, to make sure that you get your classes. It might not, it might take longer than 2 years, but they will make sure that they get some sort of, program of study that you can accomplish and still live your life around it. So my main goal when I enrolled at James Sprunt was just to get my associate's degree in criminal justice and maybe do probation or corrections. There's a lot of fields that you can go into. But when I took juvenile justice with Mr. Johnson, it really opened my eyes as to how many children really need somebody out there in their corner. He also had people come in from the guardian ad litem program and spoke with us, and from that I have become a guardian ad litem, and I fit that into school as well. And it really struck a chord with me how many kids in this world really need someone to listen and be their support. So I changed from just doing like corrections or something in that line to I really, really want to be a juvenile probation or parole officer. So I am going to go on to get my bachelor's degree because it is a requirement. I'm going to get it at Fayetteville State University. They do have an agreement with James Sprunt, so the majority of my credits will transfer, and that is an amazing aspect of it. I don't want to have to start all over again. So I will be going to Fayetteville State. They have an online program, and I'm actually going to get my bachelor's in criminal justice, and then I'm going to minor in social work. So I'll have two sides. You know, I can do probation or parole, or I can work with social services and help those kids before they get into the system. So that's my goal, and definitely was not my goal when I first started. I just wanted to come and get a degree and get a job. I didn't really think about a life plan and what I was really going to be happy doing for the rest of my life. And like I said, juvenile justice, that one class really changed it all.